There we go, folks. I've succeeded. It's day 2 or 3 here. I've just been eating all raw again. Not only all raw, but very simple raw. And basically, for the most part, especially yesterday, I've just been really listening to my body. And this is my morning pee. Now, my nighttime pee, which I peed twice, there was no sediment, which I was really surprised. I was actually disappointed. I was like, what the hell I've been doing? I think it's day 3 I've completed all raw. But that is really thick sediment. Wait till that goes down. It's going to be a real white cloud on the bottom. But everyone, it's important to be filtering. It's all of our 100 trillion cells produce metabolic waste, just like a little baby, and you get a diaper rash if you don't evacuate the acids and the metabolic waste. The acids give your cells a burn, and a lot of this burn leads to sickness, illness, and disease. Now, a lot of you probably know about how important it is to create alkalinity in the body, and an alkaline body is a healthy body. An oxygenated alkaline body doesn't create cancer, whereas a body that's acidic and deoxygenated, that's where cancer survives and thrives. And that's what's been shown decades upon decades ago, 50 years ago, and they even won a prize for it. But what creates a deoxygenated environment and acidic environment is a congested and devitalized body where things are sticky and dry and acids aren't evacuated properly. And another reason why acids and waste aren't evacuated properly is because you're devitalized, as in your adrenals or your sexual energy. Basically it's your adrenals, that's where the sexual root chakra energy is, So your adrenal glands are really tired. It's your battery, your adaptive energy, your reserve energy, your sexual energy, your jing, all the same thing. And two adrenals sit over 2 kidneys, so the adrenals control the kidney functioning. So when 2 adrenals are weak, the kidneys are weak, and the kidneys control the evacuation of metabolic lymphatic waste from 100 trillion cells approximately out of your body. So yeah, if you want to get your body to be working properly again, if you're sick, if you have skin problems, if you have any problems whatsoever, then all I can say, everyone, you have to just make amends. And I'm sorry for the trouble, but you can't keep living and partying with food the same way as you've always been. You've got to basically mature up a little bit. And I say this from a very loving, compassionate perspective, because it's taken me a very long time overall to be much more consistent with the diet changes and to do it much more harmoniously and happily and easily. But that said, it's a journey, so keep trying and plugging away, I just made a Facebook post yesterday, and all I could say totally is I just feel so much more connected, tuned in, and alive when I eat raw food. I feel different. There's something powerful. I cannot recommend it enough. And I don't mean a high-fat, complicated raw food diet with big salads. I had no salads the last 3 days. I don't really recommend salads, to be honest, except for transitioning if you really feel the need for something very heavy and dense, where you otherwise going to go for cooked, oily, salty food instead. Starchy, cooked, oily, salty food. Therefore, then go for salads if you need it, but use it as a tool, not a way of life. It's not the be-all and end-all. It's not the ultimate. It's not simple, and it's not natural per se. I don't mean that as a judgment. When I say natural, all of animals and all of nature, all of microbes, all plants, all animals, all insects, they don't concoct recipes. First of all, they don't cook. Second of all, they don't make recipes out of many ingredients. And thirdly, they don't get any human diseases, which is basically degeneration, and disassociation from nature. That's what creates disease and sadness and unhealth and depression. Disconnected from nature, man. I don't know anyone who's going barefoot walking around the place or taking off their socks and shoes in the back garden or the front garden, who's breathing the fresh air, going for long walks in nature, going to the beach like I do, looking at the moon, moonwalking, moon gazing. Yeah, the moonwalking dance. Having fun you don't have to have fun and be happy like I do when you're in tune with nature, not only from the food perspective, but definitely from the just being in nature, touching a tree, talking to the plants, admiring the beauty of a flower, stopping to pause and being mesmerized by the fire or the ocean or the horizon, the beach, the waves. That's what I do. I do all this stuff. I collect wood at the beach, driftwood, and I bring it back in the car, and I light fires in my front garden, in my garden, And it's thrilling, it's enthralling, it's captivating, it's mesmerizing, it's meditative. It's just beautiful. It's food for my soul, 100%. Oh my goodness. Just to love the birds deeply, to love the microbes, to love the animals and the insects. It's been probably, possibly the greatest gift of my life. It's not only that, but I also love humans. Humans aren't exactly nature because we're so far removed from nature, but we are a part of nature, and ultimately deep down we are nature too. And it's only because we are nature that when we get removed from nature, when we remove ourselves, or being programmed or like like made into a habit through the media and through life as it is, it's only because we are nature that we get sick when we're not in nature enough and we're removed from nature and we don't feel connected and in love with nature. That's why we get sick, because we are nature. Like if we were an unnatural thing, or a building or a metal beam, and we weren't in nature, we wouldn't get sick because we're not nature. But we belong to Mother Earth Gaia, my friends. We are sustained, fed, and homed by Mother Earth Gaia and the sun and all of Gaia's elements: the air, the winds, the rain, the rivers, the water, the ocean, the lakes, all of the water, the precipitation, the snow, the ice, the dew, all the water vapor, the water in the air, the water particles, the earth, the mountains, the forests, the earth and the soil beneath our feet that grows our food, and all the plants, animals, insects, and microbes. We belong to nature, my friends. And the sun is what also does its part with Gaia and all of our elements to produce life and love and food for us and home. I wish people knew that. It reminds me of the film Avatar. I just love the sun so much. It just makes me feel so happy. It makes me feel so relaxed and peaceful. And it usually energizes me to a certain degree, in a very, very positive, peaceful and harmonious type of way. Nothing like a stimulant. Yeah, sun gazing as well in the first or last hour if you can, you know. All of these things, deep breathing, eating in nature. I just kind of recommend enough eating outside in your garden or in nature. Everybody have a picnic. Eating in buildings is unnatural. No judgment, but you're not going to feel as good or holistic or have highest vibration if you eat in nature. As well as connecting to and appreciating the plants and Gaia and the sun and the elements and the microbes and the insects and the animals and humans that play their part in your food. So eat consciously instead of mindlessly, or eat heartfully and thankfully, appreciatively, gratitude, gratefully. I can hear the cat. Oh. Have a nice day, my friends. Lots of love. And yeah, do remember to eat naturally too, because that's what this video started out as. But I just went on the roll of my flow, you know. What's most important in the moment to share with you? That is to connect with nature and eat as naturally as possible. And you'll reap the benefits, my friend. I promise you so much. I also did an enema yesterday and the day before because I just felt so inspired by the results. I've also been taking a GI tract cleansing powder that I made myself out of 4 ingredients that I have in different packets. And it consists of psyllium husk, activated charcoal, green internal cleansing clay, the green clay. You could use bentonite clay, obviously, or a lot of other clays, presumably. And then also squeezed 1 lemon last night for my juice, and the day before I just used apple cider vinegar. And I add a bit of apple cider vinegar into my enemas too. But yeah, between it, doing that and eating nearly all just fruits, a little bit of nut milk, a little bit of raw coconut yogurt, and eating some papaya seeds. I had a bit of hot chocolate that wasn't raw, but a little bit of liquid doesn't. I don't really want to do it today because it's congesting my nose, but it's not the be all and end all. I hardly waste any digestive energy, but yeah, not the best. So I'm gonna just kind of eliminate that or reduce that. I had 2 cups yesterday. Just to be honest, I'm not perfect. I'm not pretending to be. Lots of love, everyone. Have a nice day, and thanks for watching. Many, 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 many blessings to you and your family, and all of the human and cosmic, universal family that we all belong to also. We're all one. We're all together. We're all connected. Love you. Take care. Have a beautiful day. Sweet dreams. Sweet life.